Let us quickly move from Nigeria down to the United Kingdom. A Nigerian politician has been found guilty of organ trafficking in the first case of its kind. I mean, a Nigerian politician in the United Kingdom arrested for this. It's the first case of its kind. I'm talking about Ekweremadu. He used to be a senator. He's 60 years old. His wife, Beatrice, 56-year-old, and a middleman, Dr. Obina Obeta, 50. Three of them have all been found guilty of conspiring to exploit a young man from Enugu State who they cajoled in Lagos State for an organ donation. Now, let me bring you up to speed for those who do not know much about the story. The story is actually about a young man who was brought into the United Kingdom. According to him, said he was brought on falsehood. He was told that he was going to be given job in the United Kingdom, and probably this young man felt that God has answered his prayers. He said he never knew that he would be donating his organ. That is the first stage of the story. This young man claimed that he's underage and he ran to the police. He said he was being maltreated when he refused to donate his organ. Now, you'll be wondering, who needs an organ? The organ that is actually needed is for Senator Ekweremadu'S daughter. She is the one in need of an organ. And the family has been going right, left, and center looking for who to donate this particular organ, but they've not found a match. And the family is not also willing to donate. They said there is a genetic kidney problem in their family. Well, how true that is, I do not know. Did this young girl begin to have kidney issues as a result of abuse of alcohol or whatever it is? We do not know much about this. Anyway, when this young man ran down to the police, or at first they said he did not. Then they said when he got to the hospital, the doctors questioned and asked him how old he was, and he reduced his age. This is just all over the place. And also we got to see the international passport and some other data of this young man. And this data indicated that this young man is 20-something-year-old. Now, this could have been made possible. They could have done all of this just to make sure that this young person appears to be old enough to donate his organ, because you cannot do that if you are underage. We do not know what and what is true in this, all this, whatever it is, this story that we all saw out there on social media. We don't know what is true. Is he underage? Was he cajoled? Was he, trafficked to rip his organ, harvest his organ? We don't know what it is. But what we know is what the Modern Slavery Act and the investigation done in the United Kingdom and the case in the court, what they are saying. Like I said, it is the first time defendants have been convicted under the Modern Slavery Act of organ harvesting conspiracy. I'm talking about a Nigerian in the United Kingdom. The young lady, the daughter of Ekweremadu, who needs this, is called Sonia. She bursted out in tears as a jury, which deliberated for nearly 14 hours, cleared her of the same charge. But there is a but there. Ekweremadu and wife and the middleman, the doctor, criminally conspired, according to them, to bring the 21-year-old Lagos street trader to London to exploit him for his kidney. This is the conclusion of the jury, according to the newspaper called Guardian in the United Kingdom. Now, when I went back a little bit, I realized that this young street trader from Enugu State, trying to survive in Lagos, is from Enugu State, trying to survive in Lagos, was cajoled. He was being told, don't worry, you just need to come to the UK and everything will be okay for you. We'll take you abroad. The daughter of this person needs this and that. You can help them. But this young man said, I was told I was just coming there to work. And I felt good about it. I never knew that coming over there, the next thing that will be asked of from me is my kidney. But some people said also again that this young chap accepted, knowing fully well what it entails, that he could die during the process, or he wasn't just ready to give his healthy kidney out. He was probably advised by someone to seek for asylum, claiming that he was being illegally brought in there, and also he was brought in so as to have his organs harvested. Well, the prosecutor told the court that the Ekweremadu'S and Obeta, the medical doctor, had treated the man and other potential donors as disposable assets. That's a big one. Spare parts for reward. These are his words: disposable assets, spare parts for reward. He said they entered an emotionally cold commercial transaction with this young man. That is what it is. Meaning this young person knows a little bit of what he was going to do, but he kept quiet, wanted to get into the United Kingdom, and he eventually told them, look, man, I ain't doing this. The lawyer went on to say the behavior of Ekweremadu, who of course is a lawyer also, and he is a founder of a charity organization called Anti-Poverty, who helped drop Nigerian laws against organ trafficking, showed entitlement, dishonesty, and hypocrisy. Ekweremadu himself, Ekweremadu, is part of the legislators in Nigeria. He was there. He was able to come up with all of these laws to protect organ trafficking, this and that. But he needs organ for his daughter, and he's ready to go all the way. He's ready to break all the rules. If he had wanted, he would have put this out publicly, but maybe he never wanted to let people know that his daughter is sick. He doesn't want to stain his daughter. So they felt that, well, let's go around it. We have money. Let's move around to do what we needed to do. On their way to Turkey, that was when they were caught after the young boy's story busted out and they couldn't use it. And they felt like, you know what, let's quickly move down to somewhere else to find a way. If they had gone through a proper route, they said they've tried seeking for organs for this young, but they felt the only way they could do it is just to get into Nigeria where they can still kill and destroy. If you had wanted to do it properly, they would have made it anonymous, put it out online, and be very careful to make sure that people who are so poor, ready to sell their body parts, of course, they have to also consider the law in Nigeria. Is this acceptable? Is it allowed? This is very difficult. I do understand, particularly if you are trying to protect the interests of your own child and you are trying to make you just don't want your child to die. But then you have to be so much careful also, not looking at it that I have money. You just can't go through that way. If you had made it public, listen, we need help. We need donation of an healthy organ. Maybe it would have been different. And of course, to make sure that this is not also used to exploit people. Yes, there are people who will be so reckless, wanting to sell their body parts because of money. Well, people have said this case would not have held any water if it were to be in Nigeria. Of course, he's going to use his senator political connections to kill all of this. And since these people have refused to develop hospitals, they choose to embark on medical tourism using taxpayers' money. Now, nemesis are struck down on them. These are comments from people. Yes, these are comments from people. Yes. And there are still people who are putting tribes into this, saying, no, do not talk. Try and cover up your brother. I'm talking about people from the southeast of Nigeria. As if the young man is not an Igbo boy. Well, whatever that is, I think, Ekweremadu, according to what they have searched and the investigation and all they have done, should face criminality act, should face the consequences of his criminal action. That's it. Nobody should be blamed. What if that young boy died while they were trying to get his, okay, why didn't they go to a rich person, asking the person to donate his kidney? They looked for someone who is financially imbalanced, someone who they could, manipulate, someone who needed money, who needed that extra. If that young boy had given them the kidney, okay, who knows, maybe they would, well, let's say they would not take two of his kidneys because it can't be done abroad that way. If that young man had given that young girl the kidney, will he have been taken care of properly? Or they will just say, we've taken it, that's it. Just settle him, take him back to Nigeria, give him 2 million naira to start up something, and that's it. We also have to look at the cold-heartedness of those people, even if that boy donated that kidney. Let us say, okay, that boy wanted to donate the kidney. What would have become of that boy? Because we are not even sure if they will keep the promise, if they will make this life of this young boy soft, if they will give him a house, buy him a car, set up a business for him so he won't have to stress himself. After all, he has just one kidney now. And if he's not careful, He could die also because you need 2 kidneys. The reason why God gave us 2 kidneys, because if one does not function as it should, at least you have one to maintain you. So we are not even sure what would have become of that boy. Well, this is just what it is right now. They have been found guilty. The Ekweremadu'S, yes, they've been found guilty and they will be put in jail. Just imagine life. Let us be good always to each other. What are your thoughts about this one? Drop it in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here.